Is your horse ready for a total tail transformation? ShowSheen has you covered. ShowSheen instantly detangles for smooth, full, radiant tails. Plus, it's proven to reduce hair breakage, so your horse's tail not only looks great, but it stays full and healthy looking. ShowSheen is fast and easy to use. Just add it to your grooming routine and keep tails tangle free. Learn more about how ShowSheen can transform your horse's tail at ShowSheen.com.
Absolutely. The mental aspect of this, the mental aspect of it is absolutely probably one of the most important things. Whether you show, whether you just come to ride for the day, for both of us, it's a huge thing too. As far as the show pen goes, working on the mental aspects with clients is huge. We have a lot of clients that will seek out sports psychologists. We have a lot of clients that will read sports psychology books. Each client, myself, Will, we all have our strengths and our weaknesses as far as being in the show pen. And I think the biggest thing that we have to learn to do, for professionals included, is control our emotions and figure out what works for us. Some people will use books to calm themselves down. Other people like music. Other people need to not calm themselves down. Other people need to raise themselves up. Our job, sort of as professionals, is to figure out what each individual needs for the mental aspect of showing and tailor our program to them individually. We both try really, really hard to do that. We know our customers really well. We have a great group of customers, and through communication, we're always working on that. Even when they come out to ride on a daily basis, we have some that come more often than others, and we make sure we tailor the program to them. We have a lot of customers that don't live close. We have a lot of customers that just meet us at the shows. We have a lot of customers that may fly in for 1 or 2 days. Those customers, we will spend all day with them and really focus on things we need to focus on. We've got other customers that may come to ride on more of a daily basis, and sometimes they just have to come out and have fun. And then other times we need to break things down and really work on things. So the mental aspect of enjoying your horse and showing is both really important.
Yeah, to talk about the show pen for me, I do well making sure I'm prepared the show day. And then I go up to the pen, I kind of make sure I check my boxes, and I'm ready to go show. And my outlook on it, I'm usually kind of kidding around and joking and all that kind of stuff, but that helps me focus. I don't get too serious. Liz likes to stay in a bubble. She wants to be in a bubble, and she's going to really uber focus, and that's how she shows the best. And each person is the same. I'll never forget, we had a youth kid one time, and I went to tell her how to go show and stuff, and she looked and laughed at me. And it was the first time we'd ever shown with her, and I looked at the mama and I said, I don't know what to do with this. I've had people cry, I've had people scream at me. I've never had anybody laugh at me when they went to show. And from that day on, if that young lady laughed and went in the pen, they couldn't hardly beat us. But if she didn't laugh, we were in trouble. Now I've got other people that, each person is different, like Liz said, tailored. And part of that process too is finding that horse and preparing that horse for that environment. And that's just being a good athlete. So for me, as I prepare my horse, and it goes back to being a judge too, I want to excel my strengths, and I not necessarily hide my weaknesses, but I want to know where my limitations are. And if I know where my limitations are, then I can at least control that. And then I can show my horse to the best of their ability. So I don't focus on the things I can't do. I make sure I can check those boxes and get, to average as best I can. And the things that I can do, that horse, that it does well, I want to make sure I can show those things. And the same thing with my riders. You know, I want to make sure they're strong in the places they're strong, and where they're weak, we're going to make them better. But they may never put their heels down as much as the next girl, but it doesn't mean that they're going to get beat just because they can't put their heels down. They may have way better hands. So we're going to focus on those hands, get our heels as good as we can, make sure the horse guides and goes where it's supposed to do, and put together a picture that is going to be able to be pleasing to the judge. And once again, for me, it goes back, I'm selling something. Okay, if I go buy a car, I've never bought a car or a horse. I love everything about it. There's nothing wrong with this. There's always something that's going to say, man, I wish it did this or I wish it did that. But that doesn't keep you from buying that car, okay? It just says, maybe the next one I'll do this, but because I'm tired of this.
Thank you guys for tuning into the Ride Podcast. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and please be sure to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Follow Horse and Rider Magazine on social media and find us at horseandrider.com.
If you guys have any questions or comments, please be sure to hit us up at horseandrider@equinenetwork.com. We want to hear from you guys.
And if you like what you're listening to, be sure to leave us a review on iTunes.